I forget the guy's name. He was from Jacksonville. His name was Joe, I believe.
Joe Marino.
Joe Marino. Right? How would I forget? What I did for you. Nice guy. I called him the night of the show. I called him and I saw him do this trap trick here, and they called it a trick, and it's not a trick. It's about perceived reality. Everyone out in the audience is probably thinking, no one is crazy enough to put their hand in that trap, because if I put this pretzel in, look what happens. You know, it busts up. Now, I don't know if you can help me with this, Vince. Well, maybe I can do it. I should have my glasses on so I could see, but okay. Now, that is real, right?
That is a real trap. I used to trap muskrats as a kid with very similar traps.
Now, the beauty of this, and Florence talked about having a dream. It's one thing to have a dream. You have to plan for the dream. Now, obviously, this wasn't my dream, but I did see it on your show, and I said, you know, I can make a good point with this in my workshop when I talk about focused action. It's one thing to have a plan, but you have to implement that plan. That's what we talk to our employees about. You can have all the great ideas in the world, but you have to implement it. And sometimes what happens in problem solving is that we perceive the problem as insurmountable. We can't do it because it's not, we look at it as perceived reality. The perceived reality of that trap is what? If I stick my hand in it,
it's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. Okay? When I found out the secret to this, really, and I could teach everyone out there how to do this, it has nothing to do with a trick. It is not magic at all. The reality of it is that it will not hurt you. And when I got the trap, even after the fellow told me all about it and what to do, I still had, because my softball career would be over for the year, you know, and I really had, I just finally had to do it. And I want to show everybody, and I learned this on your show, so I thank you for that, and I've gone along, now, can you take that off for me, please? Thank you. And the beauty of this is that the reality of it is that this will not hurt you.
You don't want us to call 911 then?
Yeah, okay. And the other thing is, any kids out there, don't go running and putting your hand into a trap. Because when I'm talking about focused action, that's not, oh, I see that, let me go do it. What I did is I called someone who knew how to do it. I talked to them. I talked to some other people in the business who know how to do it. And I got all the facts, all the data, and then I did it. And then, but that's what I call focused action. You just don't go out and do it.
You didn't try to wing it. You went to some experts to get the input, found out how to do it, and you did it.
Exactly.
Okay, the ATRO